So I think it's safe to say, you guys, that I have a problem. My name is Emily, and I buy too many books. So let me just go ahead and show you this latest haul I have, so I can shame myself before you all and show you the ridiculous amount of books I've bought. So these are almost all from this month. 3 of them I got for my birthday, and the rest of them I got over the last couple weeks. So I'm going to start with the 3 from my birthday. So I was at Barnes & Noble on my birthday with my husband, and I said, you know what? I need new books. I don't need new books, but I wanted new books, so I got some new books. So I got off the bargain table, because, you know, I gotta be a bargain hunter, I got The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon? Yeah. By Jennifer McMahon, and I think this is gonna be a really good book. I've heard a lot about it, and it just sounds really good and creepy, and I love a good creepy story, and this is supposed to take place in the 1800s, I think, or the early 1900s, and go back and forth in time. So it sounds really interesting. I'm looking forward to getting to that. I also picked up The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North. And this is a book I've heard a lot about on YouTube over the last few weeks, months. And it sounds intriguing. It's time travel. I think the main character is able to go back and relive lives over. So he's born with all the knowledge of his past lives. And so that just on its own sounds really interesting, but I think there's a mystery or something too involved. I'm not really sure. I don't know a lot about it, and that's kind of how I want to go into it. So it just sounded really cool. And then this was a just random book I had to pick up. I saw Terry Pratchett's name on it, and I went, yes, yes please, I will take that. And this is a book he co-wrote with Stephen Baxter, and when I got home and looked it up, I'm like, oh, this is the 3rd in a series, so I was a little bit disappointed that I grabbed the 3rd book in a series. You guys, I do this all the time because I buy a lot of books used at library book sales and stuff, and I'll just see a book that looks really cool and I'll bring it home and look it up and find out that it's the 4th book in a series or something. So yeah, so this is the 3rd book in the series, but it sounds really cool. It's like a science fiction, I think I don't know if there's 3 books or 4 books. I think there's 4 books in the series, but it's Terry Pratchett, so, I mean, it's gotta be good, right? It's Terry Pratchett. So those are my birthday books. And then, discovered Book Outlet. I was so excited to find out about Book Outlet. You guys, you don't even know. 4 years ago, there was a awesome bookstore, really close to where I live, and it's called the Super Used Bookstore, and it was this giant warehouse beast of a store, and all the books were really super cheap, and it was Mecca. I could go in there, I could fill a shopping cart of books, and it would cost me less than $30, no lie. I went crazy every time I went in there. I would literally fill a shopping cart and come home with 30 to 40 books for dollars. It was the best store ever. And then they closed shop and left, and I'm desperately missing them so much. You don't even know. I miss it. So when I discovered Book Outlet, I was like, holy crap, it's the same thing but online. It's awesome. So I'm going to show you guys. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bought 6 books. I bought 6 books from them. And I'm so excited about it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I got, and you can see. So I got Locked In by John Scalzi. I've heard this book mentioned several times on Booktube. I've heard his name mentioned several times. I've never read a John Scalzi book, but I hear he's awesome. So this will be my first John Scalzi, and I will let you guys know what I think when I get around to it. I don't really know that much going in. I know it's science fiction. There's some kind of disease, and a certain percentage of people who get it become completely paralyzed, and yeah, that's something to do with this book. That's really all I know. So I'm going to have to learn a little more, but I was just excited when I saw John Scalzi, because I've heard a lot about him on Booktube. And then I got The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul by Douglas Adams. I've only ever read Hitchhiker's Guide by him, but I just got the rest of the books in that series recently. And when I saw that there was more books by him, I said, yeah, I'll read that. And this is, I think, a mystery, like a kind of a satirical mystery series, I think. I'm not sure. Like, I know it has to do with a detective agency, and it's supposed to be sort of a parody of that kind of book, and I just really love his writing style, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. Okay, and then of course, I got the first book, so I was excited. I need to collect the rest of them, but I can at least start the books now because now I have the first one. So this is The Long Earth. This is the first book in that series, which I'm not sure what the series is called. I don't know if it's called The Long Earth series. I don't really know. But it sounds cool, and it's the first book in that series, so I'm excited to get into it. Okay, and then I got The Walls Around Us by Nova Rensuma, and this is another one I don't really know that much about. I just was drawn in by the cover. I want to say I've seen somebody on Booktube talking about it. I believe it is young adults, and it just sounds really cool. It's some mysterious intrigue going on, and it just sounds really interesting. The Rabbit-Back Literature Society by Pasi Ilmari, and that last name, you guys, I got nothing. I don't know how to say that at all. I'm gonna give it a go. Jaskalainen, I don't know. I'm not good with names. So again, this was one that I saw somebody mention somewhere. I don't know if it was Reagan on Peruse Project, but it just sounded really weird and intriguing, and it's about a literature society, and I mean literature society. Okay, tell me more. And there's a mystery involved in it somehow, and there's some kind of intrigue about this literature society that is so like exclusive. So again, beautiful cover, and the story sounded weird and intriguing. And then I got The Bees by Laline Paul, and this is another book that I picked up because it sounded really weird and quirky. I am a big fan of a quirky book. This is a dystopian, but it's about bees. This is a book about this bee society and a bee that wants to move through the upper ranks of society. It's sort of like, I don't know, I'm trying to think what the tagline was that I saw that made me buy it. Like The Hunger Games meets The Handmaid's Tale, I think is what I saw, and I was like, yes, I will read that. That sounds cool. And when I told my daughter about it, she was like, I need to read that. So we're going to both try to read that because it sounds really cool. So those are my book outlet purchases. And I'm going to like rein myself in now because it's like, seriously, I'm like out of space. I have no more bookshelves. The space is getting to be a problem, so I need to stop. So then today I got Rainy Nightingale by Kate DiCamillo. I'm really excited about this. I love me some Kate DiCamillo books. Her books are so good. Like seriously, so good. Like I love, I think the first book I read by Kate DiCamillo was The Tale of Despereaux, which was the book that sucked my kids in to reading. Because of When Dixie was Kate DiCamillo, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, her books are just beautiful. So when I heard she was writing a new one, I had to pre-order it because I need it. I need more Kate DiCamillo in my life. So my last 3 books I got for curriculum purposes. This one is The Adventures of Mali and Keela, a Virtues book for children, because I was thinking that this would be something excellent to add to my youngest daughter's homeschool day. I think this would make a nice morning time, like circle time book. And it's basically a bunch of short stories on different virtues, and each one comes with a little thing after the story to kind of like help to make sure that they're getting the most out of it. I also purchased for her the reading lesson. Teach your child to read in 20 easy lessons. We've been doing Teach Your Child to Read in 100 easy lessons, and that book worked great for 2 of my younger children, but we ran into problems with it with one of my twins, and it took me forever to figure out how to get him to read, and I don't want to have that same problem with my youngest, because she is struggling through Teach Your Child to Read in 100 easy lessons. And so I stopped. We took a break from reading for a while, and I did some research, and we're going to try this book. This looks like it'll probably be a little bit better for her. The pages definitely look a lot neater, and yeah, I will update you guys. If this works, I'm going to be super psyched, because she's like this close to reading. Like, really, she's so close, but she's just not there yet. And I'm like, we need something that's going to get her over that edge. So I'm hoping this will work and that she will like it. And the last book I purchased is also curriculum, and I got Write On, the kid-friendly, mother-pleasing, gentle way to learn to write. I saw this mentioned somewhere. I don't know where I saw it now. And I've had it in my shopping cart for weeks, and I just decided to go ahead and buy it because, you guys, my twins are the world's most reluctant writers. Like, no kidding. It is so hard to get them to write. And I'm about on the verge of panic attack city because they're going to be in 9th grade next year, you guys. 9th grade. We need to get this under control. We need to lock it down. They need to be able to write an essay. So we're going to just go through this book, and we're going to go quickly through the easy parts because, I mean, there's stuff at the beginning that I'm like, I'm pretty sure they can do that. But we're going to go through it anyway. But I actually really liked the premise of this book because it's got different layers so that you can do it with younger kids, but you could also do the same lessons with older kids. So we're going to go ahead and get this. I got it for the twins, so we're going to work on this, but then I'm also going to try to add this in for my youngest when she gets a little bit older. Obviously, she's not reading yet. She's not writing either, so we got some time. But I like that this could be used for multiple ages. So I hope it works, because my oldest was a natural writer. I really didn't have to do hardly anything to get her to write. She just did. And then the twins. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with you guys. Because I'm a natural writer too. I had never had to learn how to write. You just write. You just write. So it kind of freaked me out a little bit when they just couldn't. And so, yeah. Hopefully that works. So that is my latest book haul. And I really hope that it's my last one for this month, because seriously, I don't know where I'm going to put all these books now. I'm going to need to buy a bigger house. So thanks for watching. Did you get any new books lately? I just, don't let me know. Just don't, because you're going to tell me something and I'm going to go, I need that. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye.